Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 115. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. And with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to go ahead, click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, etc. And if you share this out, that would be super awesome because then more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let me get started. And I think today is Dr. King's actual birthday. Yeah, because we're used to celebrating the official holidays. Third was it third Monday, but yeah, today actually is Dr. King's birthday. When I was a little kid, we used to celebrate instead of President's Day in February. Separately, we used to celebrate Abraham Lincoln. I think that's the 12th, and George Washington, which I think was the 22nd. But then they put them together as President's Day. Anyway, let me continue with the show. In fact, let me put on my specs, move my keyboard, and let's see what's happening in Durham. I'm going to start out with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also, of course, local government of city, county, and state. So just go up and down the page. You're going to see a lot because I keep adding to it. So there are classes, ways to help your family, ways to help your kids, um, jobs, training, free books for kids, sports, religion. I mean, all kinds of great stuff. So let me just check on just the usual and invite you to check out the rest of the page, when you have time. So the Durham County Libraries, with today being Thursday, they're all open until 6, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay, and let me go ahead and check on Durham Tech because those who are starting a business, thinking about starting a business, can get some free training, so to speak, with these free classes that are being offered. Now, I don't think let me find it first. I don't think they're having an in-person class. I don't think they're having one for the rest of the month. They have a couple going on in Chapel Hill, but as far as Durham Tech's Small Business Center, yeah, nothing as of press time. Okay. So, what I have listed under Durham Tech, even though it's not Durham Tech, the other small business centers across the state, they have free classes that are really great. They're free, they're live, which means you can ask questions. These are one-off classes for the most part. They train you in just certain topics. So check them out. They're free and they're really fun. I've attended quite a few of these classes. Okay. Let's see. Now today is the 15th. Ah, here's some classes. Okay. Oh, this first one is at 1 o'clock, so you might want to sign up for this ASAP as soon as possible. So from 1 until 2, there's a free class. Stop competing, start hiring. Free pass to the Triangle's top local interns and grads. That sounds interesting. Okay, you might want to check that out. That's something that, yeah, I was actually offered interns when I first started the Skywriter. I thought that my setup would be inappropriate and unprofessional because I was working out of my third bedroom, and that I was working out of my house, and of course caring for my aunt who was in the second bedroom. So yeah, I didn't think that was a professional setting, so I turned them down. But yeah, getting interns and new grads, that's a good idea for people starting out for sure. Okay. Oh, here's a good class. This one is from 2 until 3. Cybersecurity 101 for small businesses. Okay, and that is from 2 until 3. I do have the links, by the way. You can go ahead, click on the link, get information, and at the same time register for the class. All you have to do is to give them your email address. so they can send you the verification. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another one from 6 until 7 tonight. Magical Hospitality number 2, The Illusion of Effortlessness. Okay, so if you missed part 1, that's okay. They'll probably catch you up. They're really good at that. The Illusion of Effortlessness. Okay, that sounds good. Here's another one from 6:30 until 8. Writing nonprofit bylaws. That's a good one. I think every nonprofit is supposed to have bylaws, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the bylaws explain what you're all about. Pretty much the goal of your nonprofit, why it exists. I think that's what the bylaws are for the most part. But if you're running a nonprofit or planning a nonprofit, you probably already know. But anyway, you can learn how to write them and write them correctly and to the point at 6:30 tonight. Just go to durhamskywriter.com, then go to the word page, and then scroll down, and you will see Durham Technical Community College's Small Business Center. And then scroll down, you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, excuse me. All righty, let's see. Let's go to let me tell you about Cramden. Cramden is now at 5010 Highway 55. You might have heard about them. They're helping to bridge the digital divide, helping people get access to computer training and computers. So they have a program called, what's it called? The Cramden Tech Scholars Program. Parents, guardians, grandparents, you can nominate your kids for this program. And basically, this is where your child can earn a free desktop computer with a Wi Fi adapter and a webcam. So get more information by going to the word page and scroll down until you see Cramden. And they have other programs where adults can learn the basics about computers. And then if you complete the computer basics course, you get a free computer. I mean, this is crazy. So you might want to check out Cramden. Another thing that they do for people who like tech and maybe you already have a computer, but you want to help others get on their hands on a computer. On certain days and certain nights, Cramden has volunteers come in and they put computers together. So basically, I don't think they make them from scratch and put the actual diodes and things together, but I think what they do is that they get beautiful computers that are no longer being used by, I don't know, government or businesses. I'm not sure where they get the computers, but they get donations of computers. And the computers I've seen, because I've been to a couple of giveaways, they look new to me. So I don't know. So I shouldn't say they get them from somewhere else, but I do know that they're looking awfully good, and they're super clean. They look new to me. But anyway, I think when the volunteers come together at Cramden, I'm guessing what they're doing is probably putting in the software that comes with the computers, and they're doing, preparing the computers for operation by people who are beginners. So I know you get a certain number of programs, and I think they want to make sure that it's easy to operate. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out Cramden. Okay. Oh, Legal Aid of North Carolina. Let me see if they have something going on. Oh, they do. They have a workshop today. Okay. So, Legal Aid of North Carolina, they have what they call Listen and Learns. These are afternoon free online classes that you can take to learn about various topics. So, today they're going to have an online simple divorce listen and learn, and that will be from 2:30 until 4:30, where you can learn how to deal with I guess property division, spousal support, alimony, child custody, that sort of thing. Sounds unfortunate, but if it happens, I guess you have to do it properly, so you can at least learn about it and get more information today at 2:30. So when you click to register, you can get more information, and then they'll probably tell you about the upcoming webinars. Like, for example, next week on Tuesday, they're going to have tenant rights, listen and learn. And then next Thursday, they're going to have SNAP 101, listen and learn. So they have all these different topics. And on the legal page, by the way, legal page of the Durham Skywriter, I have a lot of information regarding legal aid of North Carolina because they help a lot of people in a lot of different situations. Just about everything short of criminal. They don't deal with the criminal side. But as far as legal help, uh, yeah. They even help the Durham Center for Senior Life. They help seniors to put their wills together. So, yeah. And advanced directives, whatever that is. I'm guessing advanced directives would be like do not resuscitate, that sort of thing. So, anyway, check it out. DurhamSkywriter.com. Okay, let's go to the health page. To your health. Here we go. And there's lots on this page. Now, with today being Thursday, that means that NAMI Durham has something going on. Let me find it real quick. There it is. So NAMI, that stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So NAMI Durham, they have an online stress and anxiety support group for African Americans. That's on every Thursday from 7 until 8:30. Basically, um, you go online, you go to this meeting. What's discussed in the room stays in the room, but for the most part, you're sharing your challenges. Sometimes there's a lot of micro aggressions that people of color have to deal with and have to push down just to keep the peace. And so you can vent a little bit, get some resources, get some support. And it's not just that. I mean, there might be something else going on in your life that you might want to talk about and get some resources for, get some help for as well. And there's no shame in using the term mental illness because there's physical illness and there's mental illness, physical health and mental health. So it's just taking care of the mind. So you don't have to worry about people worrying about you're using such terms. I know a lot of people are ashamed of using such terms, but we're starting to realize that mental health is just as important as physical, and we all deserve to have strong, healthy minds. All righty, so that's on the health page. Okay, let's check for the blood drives because you can literally save lives by donating blood. So let's check for that. Let's see, American Red Cross, not till next week. Blood Connection. Oh, they do have one going on. Okay, so Blood Connection, they'll have a blood drive later today at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's on Highway 55, 5410 Highway 55, and that'll be later on from 3:30 until 6. All right, let's go to the Durham Center for Senior Life. All right, and that's on the Senior Scope page where I have other information. I have information on the Vial of Life, for example, which everyone should have. Look it up. I'm not going to explain what it is right now, but you can check out the Senior Scope page and learn about that. I have information about senior pharmacists, aging forward of Durham, where this big red R is. You can click on that, and you'll be taken to support programs for people with dementia and caregivers, and that is courtesy of the North Carolina Registry for Brain Health. So you might want to check that out. But let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which, by the way, is at 406 Rigsby Avenue, which is downtown. They have their own parking lot. They have their own theater. They've got an art room. They've got a pool table. They've got all kinds of great stuff. Everything but a swimming pool. And maybe they might want to think about getting one of those. But anyway, let me continue. Let's see. Today's what? Thursday? Thursday Bible study at 12:30. That's in 15 minutes. Afternoon bingo at 1. Open painting studio at 1. Connect Tech at 1:30, and that's where you get tips for learning how to use your technology. Let's see, the Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Acrylic painting at 3. Pinochle and Kings in the Corner all afternoon. The fitness center and the tech lab, they're open for drop-ins. You can drop in whenever you like. And then they also have cardio and more at 5:30. Now, tomorrow's Friday, so they're going to have Connect Tech at 8:30. Same deal. Learn how to use your technology. Don't forget to bring your technology with you so they can show you how to work it. The fitness center, the computer room, and the recreation room, they're open all day, starting at 8:30 for drop-ins. So you can always get a nice workout if that's what you're looking for. Or, like I said, you can go to the computer, do your email, or you can do all of that. Muscle Pump at 8:40. Now that one has a big, bold, red FB after the post. And that means at this particular class, Muscle Pump, which is a workout class, will be broadcast on the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. So that's something new added to the Durham Skywriter. So if you see something with FB behind it, that means that you can watch at home on Facebook. So if you can't make it down there, you could always get a nice workout in by joining whoever it is on camera. All righty, let's see. The DCSL Walking Club, they'll be meeting at 9 o'clock. The Open Art Studio, all morning, starting at 9. Total Body Workout at 10, and again, that's going to be on Facebook. Tai Chi for arthritis and falls prevention at noon. Now, tomorrow's movie, did I mention they have a theater? They do, and they give away free popcorn. So tomorrow's movie at 12:30 is going to be Dreamgirls. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it, and I heard it's really good. I think it's kind of like about is it the Supremes? I know it's a singing group, so I think it's kind of about the Supremes. So that should be lots of fun. Let me check the special events. Let's see. Okay, that already happened. Okay, so nothing today. I mean, they already had something happening at 11, and it actually ends in a half hour, so I can't mention that now because it's ongoing. But tomorrow at 9 o'clock, they're going to have a Learn to Use AI with Chat GPT. That's going to be at 9. And Keith Glidewell, he's going to explain how artificial intelligence works, and he will guide some hands-on practice during this free workshop. You might want to check it out. If you've heard of AI, you might want to see what that's all about. Don't forget, while you're there, if you don't mind, if you really want to be on the cutting edge and you really want to be on top of what's happening, ask about Gemini. Because right now, Gemini is kind of replacing Chat GPT. It's becoming super popular. So ask about Gemini. I mean, as Mr. Glidewell is teaching you how to use Chat GPT, ask if he doesn't mind showing you a Gemini as well, because that's taking over. Okay, let's see. Ooh, tomorrow they're going to have a DCSL Eats Nutrition Today cooking demo. That's going to be tomorrow from 9:30 until 10:30. And Megan Marquis will be showing nutrition education and seasonal food recipes. Nice. You might want to check that out. I think I might want to check that out too. That's going to be at 9:30 tomorrow in the cafe. Oh, this is really important. Paying for medications, that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 11 in the classroom. Learn how to lower your out-of-pocket costs for medicine. Also tomorrow, that's tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so I'll worry about that during tomorrow's show. Okay, so now let's go to the Let's Go page, calendar of events page, and let's see what's on the docket for the Bull City. There we are. Today's the 15th. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I have a couple of things happening here. So, Boxyard RTP, that's the outdoor venue, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. So, they're going to have R&B music by the Soul Living Group. That's the name of the group, Soul Living Group. And that is the Taking Back Thursday live concert series from 5:30 until 7. Of course, it's totally free. You can just sit there and enjoy the music. A couple of tables, by the way. I know it's going to be pretty cool out there by 5:30. There are a couple of tables that have fire pits, so you might want to see if you can grab one of those tables first. So there you go. You're welcome. But if you do get a little too cool, they do have restaurants where you can buy dinner or a snack, and you can sit inside and enjoy your meal instead of letting it get cold while you're sitting outside. And then you can head back outside for more music. And that will be from 5:30 until 7. Now, the Durham Parks Foundation, they're going to be hosting Pizza and Parks in the Forest Hills Park Clubhouse. The address is 1639 University Drive. It starts at 6. So basically, you're meeting members of the Durham Parks Foundation. And if I'm not mistaken, they provide some of the funding used by Durham Parks and Recreation. So I think they help to fund the parks. So you can meet them and then find out how this organization supports our local parks. It's free admission and free pizza. I've already signed up. So you might want to click on the link and go ahead and register if you're interested in the parks. And that again is starting at 6. Oh no, somebody's calling. I only get spam. Well, I get spam calls all day, but I hate when I get it during my show. That's just so rude. Anyway, we continue. So I hope to see you there at Forest Hills Park, and that's going to be this evening starting at 6. Now, the Fleet Feet Pony Run that starts at and returns to Ponysaurus Durham, which is almost downtown, 219 Hood Street. I guess it's considered downtown because it's right off of Fayetteville. And I think when you cross the expressway, it's Elizabeth. But anyway, it's like right there. But anyway, 219 Hood Street from 6:15 until 8:30. You can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles. It's all up to you and how you're feeling after a day of work or whatever. You're running at your own pace, and it is a free event. And again, so they'll probably be meeting right before 6:15. So you don't want to get there after everybody's left. So be sure you get there before 6:15. Party of One is back with their free line dancing class at the W.D. Hill Recreation Center, 1308 Fayetteville Street, and that is tonight starting at 6:30, and it is free. Now, tomorrow, speaking of line dancing with Jitterbug at the IR Home Senior, also known as Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Austin Avenue, from 9 until 10. This session is $4, 3 for seniors, and it's for beginners on up. Counterculture Coffee, which is at 812 Mallard Avenue. They'll be hosting tasting at 10. This is for people who love coffee. So basically, you can go in. It's a free event. It's from 10 until 11. You can sample all the different flavors. Counterculture, if you're a coffee drinker, you might already know that many of our local coffee houses, coffee shops feature counterculture coffee. So you might want to taste the different flavors and see what it's all about. And of course, you're socializing and having fun. So again, 812 Mallard Avenue, which is right off of Elizabeth Street. It's in between Elizabeth Street and North Alston. It's right over there by Seeds. If you know, you know. Okay. One more thing, the Salvation Army of Durham, they're having Free Food Friday tomorrow. And this is where from 10 until noon, while supplies last, you can go in there. They're trying to help people who are struggling with food. Sometimes they have hygiene items, and sometimes they even have pet food. So don't forget your ID. They do want to see an ID. I think probably because they're probably supposed to serve Durham County residents only. And sometimes, I mean, if you're in need, sometimes people just travel, and they'll go to wherever they can get help. But I think they want to try to help Durham County residents first. So that's going to be tomorrow, 10 o'clock at 909 Liberty Street. Oh, and starting at noon tomorrow, from noon until 2, there's going to be a food giveaway at Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue, courtesy of the Community Health Coalition. And that is going to be from noon until 2 tomorrow. Wait a minute. You know what I don't have? Speaking of Community Health Coalition, they have a food giveaway today, third Thursday. It's not in the Skywriter. It just occurred to me. Yeah, I need to add that. But yeah, the Community Health Coalition, they're on Crutchfield, which is the street just north of Duke Regional Hospital. They have a food giveaway all afternoon starting at 1 o'clock. I need to find that right up and add it to today's event. Yeah, because they help a lot of people. They have their own truck now. Actually, they have two trucks. The Community Health Coalition, they have a food distribution truck, and they have a medical clinic truck. So they're doing big things. They are doing, and a big shout out to the Community Health Coalition, Carmelita and crew. So let's look at the weather because I can tell it's a little cool out. It's not too bad though, but let's check the weather real quick. Oh, it's colder than I thought. It's 36 degrees up there. I didn't know it was that cold out. Okay, it's 36. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaving the house in a few minutes, but boy, I haven't been outside yet. Okay, it's going to be sunny until around 5 ish. It's going to get cloudy, but for the most part, we're going to have a sunny day, and the high today will be 46. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So 36 right now, going up to 46. And then tomorrow, the high will be 44. So we're getting cooler, but it is winter. It is winter. Now it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Looking ahead to the weekend, Saturday, a high of 55, not bad at all, cloudy though. And then Sunday, an 85% chance of, they're showing snowflakes. A high of 39 on Sunday. You might want to curl up with a good book on Sunday because, yeah, that looks kind of challenging. Now, looking ahead to next week, it looks like 40s and 30s, but sunny. But like I said, it's winter. We should be able to handle it. We should be able to handle it. So that is today's show. Hope you have a beautiful afternoon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let me make sure I don't have any events. I have this monstrous, huge calendar this year. Let's see. Nothing happening tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. If you want to come on the show, you can always do so. I always have the link right there on the Facebook page. And if I can explain very quickly, Bull City Hangout airs live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch. And then it's later, as soon as the show is over, then I upload it to X and Blue Sky. And hopefully I'll learn how to navigate Instagram. You have to do all kind of codes and all these technical things to do Instagram Live. So yeah, I'll have to see about that. Hopefully I can master that real soon. That was one of my goals for 2026, to do Bull City Hangout on Instagram. In fact, I was going to trade Twitch for Instagram. Anyway, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Ciao for now.